guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be this look right here. This is one of the looks that I decided to create for Valentine's Day. This is like a super soft glam makeup tutorial, and I just wanted to do something that was really like soft and flirty, but that at the same time still girly and sparkly. So I did decide to incorporate a little bit of sparkle. Base palette, I am going to be using the Nude Huda Beauty palette. It looks like this. I'm obsessed with it. It's definitely me on a palette, so props to her for creating this because I'm obsessed with it. This is actually my second time using it, and I do plan on creating much more looks with this palette for you guys. If you guys are excited to see this look, then alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And by the way, I'm so sorry about like how dark the background is. For some reason it's just so gloomy outside. I think it actually rained last night, so I don't have much sunlight. I'm working just with my ring light today, so sorry about the lighting if it is disturbing. And move on to the eyes. I already did my brows ahead of time, and then I also primed my eyelids because I use the same exact eye primer every single time. I just feel like really excited to film this video. I don't know, I just feel so motivated because these types of looks are what I love. So I'm actually going to be using the Nude Huda Beauty, I believe it's Huda. I hear people say it different ways, so I'm not really sure, but I'm using her palette today. And when I first saw this, when it first came out, it was like, oh my god, that is me in a palette, like literally me in a palette. Just the whole vibe of it is just very like, I don't know, like girly and pretty and sparkly, and it just reminds me of my room. So this is definitely something that I had to have in my collection, not just for me but for my freelance kit, so I decided to get it. I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild crease brush. It looks like this. It's a little bit of a tinier one, and the reason why I'm using this one instead of my big fluffy one is because I really just want to focus the color into the crease. I don't want it to go everywhere and become like a, you know, a smoky eye. So I'm first going to take the color Tickle, which is this like mauvey pink color right here. It's so beautiful. And you know what, I'm actually going to take this color first, which is the color Teddy, and I'm going to take that like very lightly, and I'm going to throw that into our crease here. And I'm going to kind of do this like very softly. And I'm going to keep kind of building up this color. So after that's laid down on the lid, I'm going to take the color Tickle, which is this pinky mauve color, and I'm going to take this crease brush. This is by NYX Cosmetics. This is actually one of my favorite crease brushes. This is more affordable, and of course, you know, it is a lot more fluffier and more precise than my other crease brushes. So that's why I kind of want to use this, because like everything is going to be really precise in the crease. I don't want it to really become like a smoky eye or anything like I was mentioning. So I'm going to take that color Tickle very lightly, and I'm going to just throw that into the crease, and I'm going to make it just a little bit darker, just to kind of like give that pop of pink but still look very soft. Alright, so after that color is laid down, I think I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Fancy, and it is this beautiful pink color. By the way, these shimmers in here are seriously stunning. Like, look at that. But I'm going to take that very lightly on the lid. I'm not going to go too heavy with it because I kind of just want it to be like a wash of shadow. So I'm going to take that color and I'm just going to dip it into the shadow. You don't need any Fix Plus with these, which is amazing. I love palettes that are like this. After that, I'm going to be taking my big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M504. It has actually no product on it, so I cleaned it off, and I'm just going to use that to help it blend right here towards the brow. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to take this color called Crave. It is this beautiful, let me swatch it for you guys, almost like rose gold color with a hint of like pink. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it like almost in the inner corners on the top lid, just to help make it pop a little more. Lightly, I'm just going to go ahead and line my upper lash, and I'm going to be using the Balm Cosmetics eyeliner, and I'm just going to make a very thin line like I normally do, just to help blend the lashes together with the fake ones. Alright, and then for the lashes, I'm going to be taking these mink eyelashes. I believe I got these from like that website AliExpress, where everything is like literally so cheap. That's where I got these from, and I think they're really pretty. They're like really pretty and natural looking, but they're still like fluffy and kind of like spread it out. I actually never used these before, so I hope that they look good on me, because some lashes look really cute and pretty in the little casing, and then once I put it on, I'm just like, oh my god, this looks horrible. So I'm actually going to kind of like test it out before I even put these on real quick. Yeah, I think these will look really pretty because it's almost like natural looking. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these on really quickly. About a good 30 minutes just to put on. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the face primers. This one is by L'Oreal. This is the Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I love this one because it makes my skin look super glowy and dewy. So I'm going to be adding that today just because I want my skin to look very glowy, since it is almost like a date night soft glam makeup look. But you gotta kind of be careful with this, not to overdo it. But like I said, I'm just going to add that first, and then I'm going to add that Pore Problem primer right on top. And now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Youth Infusing Serum Makeup. This has SPF 25 and it does have the Perfectionist Serum infused. So you're going to get the benefits of the serum, which is helping with lines and wrinkles and also extra hydration. So I am going to apply that. I really do love this foundation. I used to be obsessed with the Double Wear foundation, but then my skin decided to change and I started getting more dry skin than oily skin. So I have actually been wearing Perfectionist for a while now and I really do love it. The only thing is that this shade is a little light for me, so I don't really wear it that much just because the shade is a little too light. But once we bronze and everything else, it'll look fine. I feel like right now I can kind of wear it because I haven't really gotten that much darker as I used to be. So I'm going to apply this to the face, and I love it because it is pretty full coverage and it just looks really flawless on the skin, and it just looks super glowy and hydrated and just really pretty. Go ahead and go on to concealer, and I'm going to use my Infallible Pro Glow concealer. This is the one I've been using. I've been showing it in a lot of different tutorials, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this one today. I'm actually going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal and I'm just going to add just a little bit on top of that because I feel like the L'Oreal one is a little too dark. Like, it doesn't really let me highlight that much, and this is the lightest shade, so unfortunately I have to stick with that shade because it is the lightest they have. Concealer is on. I'm going to go ahead and set my whole entire, pretty much underneath my eyes and my whole entire face with the Airspun. I do have to set my eyes like immediately or else it will crease really bad. And I do that with the sponge. And on the rest of my face, instead of using the sponge, since I want it to be a little bit more like glowy looking, I'm going to take a brush, and this is the SLMISSGLAM. I think this is part of her macaroon collection. And I'm just going to take some of that Airspun powder and I'm just going to kind of dust it on the rest of the face. Just because I don't want the rest of the face to be like too overly matte, because then it defeats the purpose of, you know, all the primers and all that we use. So bronzer, I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer. I keep wanting to say Hulu for some reason, but yeah, I'm going to be using the Hoola by Benefit, and I'm just going to kind of just bronze up the cheeks here, and then I'm also going to just contour a little bit with this too. I'm going to take a little bit of the RCMA loose powder, and I'm going to put just a little bit more and just add that underneath. I feel like this really helps brighten up underneath there. This is also good to add underneath the eyes. I actually forgot to do so, but I don't want to add it now because I already added Airspun and it's just going to look very like dry underneath there. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it, but usually I like to apply that. I actually recently started using the RCMA underneath the eyelid, and I'm going to be taking the Teddy color and I'm going to place that right underneath my eye area. Just the lower lashes, and I'm almost gonna like kind of add this like eyeliner, but it's gonna look very soft and it's not gonna look too harsh. I'll be taking this on a Lexi small taper blending brush, and I'm just gonna almost just blend that color out, the Teddy color, just so it's not like harsh. Brave color, which is the gold that we used on our inner corner, and I'm just going to add it even more like down so that it can help brighten up right here. That looks really pretty. It's almost like sparkly in a way, like it kind of shimmers and sparkles a little bit. with the Balm Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with Mary Luminizer, and it looks like this. This is one of my favorite highlighters for like the winter time because I feel like it's a little bit lighter and it actually like really just looks like icicles on your cheekbones. I actually forgot to contour my nose a little bit, so I'm going to go back into Hoola, and I'm going to take this NARS brush. It's kind of like the funky old brush, and I'm just going to use that to kind of just contour the nose a little bit. I suck at contouring the nose, so please don't judge me, but if you guys do have tips, please let me know. I never really contoured my nose, but lately, I don't know why, I just feel like my nose has been like standing out, and I'm not really happy about it. Absolutely loved it, and I figured it would look really pretty with these eyes just because this lip combination is more of a mauve pink, but it's still like a nice light neutral shade. So I'm going to be taking the color Spice. This is by MAC Cosmetics. This is a lip liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips really quickly. Lip liner, and I know it looks really dark right now, but once we add on this lipstick, it's going to look a lot more lighter and prettier and just neutral. So this is the matte liquid lipstick, and this is by LA Colors, and this is in the shade Sultry, and it looks like this. I actually got this at like a little Asian mart that I go to that has really pretty jewelry. It's called San Moon here in San Antonio, and they do have LA Girl there, and I love going there because they have so much pretty like LA Girl stuff. And I saw these and I thought it was really pretty. I saw a girl like swatching these on her hand, and I was like, ooh, let me go check those out. I'm always in the market for a good matte liquid lipstick and any nude shades because I love nudes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. It does look very brown on camera, but with this lip liner, for some reason, it gives it more of a pretty light mauve tone shade. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell down below. That bell will notify you every single time I upload. And without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!